Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Max DVD video. It's gonna be pretty quick, just because I do have some things that I need to take care of today. I am recording this the day of, and I got a lot of stuff to take care of, but I didn't want to miss the upload. This shouldn't take too long to record. I wanted to talk about Dead Hard and the new patch, and kind of just my impressions and thoughts about the exhaustion perks. Ignore the background footage. Really, it's unnecessary, and my perk choice is top tier. I was doing a tome challenge, but I wanted to talk about Dead Hard specifically because I saw a lot of people saying that Dead Hard's dead, the perk's officially done, and um in my like 15 games of playing Survivor, half of them were with friends, the other half were solo queue. Dude, I did not see a single Dead Hard. That might just be the weirdest anomaly that I didn't see one, and maybe everyone knew that I got nerfed and didn't want to touch it, but I hadn't seen Dead Hard at all. I didn't use it personally. I was just doing a lot of tome challenges, so I was doing like borrowed time for safe unhooks. I was doing deliverance for self unhooks. You can see here this one was like escape with quick and quiet and sprint burst only, and my daily was escape as Ash. So here I am running it down. Um, but I thought it was pretty interesting that I did not see anyone running Dead Hard, and the fact that the amount of life and sprint burst I saw, at least comparatively, where I would have figured a lot more people were running Dead Hard, has gone up. Um, at least for me, from the killer side, part of me is pretty happy with that, just because, like I said, I primarily play Huntress, and knowing that the amount of Dead Hards I need to worry about is going down, not just from the first hook stage, and like, trying to get that initial hit, that I don't need to hesitate anymore. And that's something that, if you are running Dead Hard, or you are going against people who may have Dead Hard, just acknowledge you don't need to hesitate or anything on the first down. Just go for it, since they won't be active. But the fact that people aren't running Dead Hard anymore and are choosing to run the other exhaustion perks makes me wonder if we're going to enter a holding W meta. And the only reason why, you can kind of see in this video, like the example that just happened on screen, pretty boring, but the moment that I was able to hear the Huntress's lullaby and her being somewhat close, I kept my eyes out and then immediately just sprint bursted the moment I saw that I was in danger, towards opposite direction from my teammates and stuff, and the chase just never happened. And I realized that with sprint burst in particular, that's not really a problem, but it's just kind of a thing to take note of, is that holding W early and sprint bursting early from before a chase even starts is really, really good. Like, you could see right there, just from that sprint burst, how much distance I get really before the chase even starts, and I can now just navigate through a majority of the map. Granted, I ran into a freaking dead end, so don't really get anywhere with the first swing, but the fact that holding W early provides you an out for a lot of distance is really, really good. I don't think it's inherently bad that Dead Hard's gone to the extent where now we're at this meta of just, constantly running away and getting to different loops, because that's always kind of how it's been. That was an awful corner tech, don't mind me. But the fact that I saw a lot more exhaustion perks like Sprint Burst, like Live, and if people become more comfortable and familiar with how to use them better, that a situation's going to come up where just holding W very early on is going to be meta, and it's just going to be pretty annoying for, in my opinion, quite a few killers. The fact that really the only thing you can do is catch up to them early, or, I guess in a similar way of trying to bait out Dead Hard with a swing, maybe you bait out sprint bursts by attempting to chase, and then they run away. You're like, all right, I never meant to chase you. Now they pop their sprint burst, and then within the next 30 seconds, you gotta, bait, come back and go to them again or something. I don't know what it's gonna be, but it makes me wonder what the exhaustion perk meta for Survivor is going to be, and I wanted to know that from you guys. Did you think that Dead Hard's still going to be run over other perks like Sprint Burst and Life? I'm only putting those two as contenders because admittedly Smash Hit is not great and Bounce Landing is niche in its application, and Head On's just fun. I don't know why it's an exhaustion perk, but it's fun. I'm AFK right here because my brother got locked out. Pretty funny. I had to go get him from the front door, so that's why I was AFK. But yeah, just wanted to talk about that. What your guys' opinions were, what your experiences are, / have been / will be for exhaustion perks for survivors going into the new patch, because this change to Dead Hard seems it's a unanimous like nerf to the original state that it was. You can't do it on the first hook stage, but a lot of people seem to be deterred from using Dead Hard, and I felt it's not too problematic. Sorry for yawning. It's not too problematic to not have it on first hook stage. I feel as though it's a little bit more fair in the usage of the perk, but you know, it is what it is. I'm just kind of a little bit worried. I don't think it's going to be too bad, but a little bit worried that with this nerf to Dead Hard and a lot of people's initial impressions being to not run it, that the meta of Sprint Burst and Life is going to come around where holding W very early on is going to be good. And with some killers I've liked messing around with, like Ghostface and Myers, like without any type of mobility, if someone sprint bursts away from you, you're just kind of like, what am I supposed to do now? You know? That's about it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I won't keep this video going on for longer. The rest of the patch was great. Auto Haven balance seems pretty good. All the perk changes, I haven't seen any successful 3-gen builds. One Deathslinger tried it. It seems like he got no regression from it. Self-healing timing is awesome. Medkits being help for altruism. I didn't use them for altruism. I found one in a chest and the self-healing time sucked, but that's fair. I don't use medkits personally. The fact that that's nerfed is fine. That's it. I think the entire patch was a great thing. The Blood Web change is top tier, but just the fact that the exhaustion perk choice seems to be like Dead Hard is now not even in the game, at least from my experience, that maybe Sprint Burst is a new meta, maybe Life is the new meta, who knows. That's really it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I'll try to have another video up for Friday. I am a little bit busier this week, but that's it. Take care, and peace.